but lackluster productivity growth and aging populations continue to drag on growth in the world's wealthiest countries. The International Lending Agency also notes that inflation remains worryingly low, a sign that the world economy still has not returned to full health in the aftermath of the recession. The fund warned that medium-term risks are tilted to the downside, highlighting dangers from tightening financial conditions, low inflation in advanced economies, financial turmoil in emerging markets, and protectionist policies. Neither policymakers nor markets should be lulled into complacency, Obstfeld said in the World Economic Outlook report. A closer look suggests that the global recovery may not be sustainable. Not all countries are participating, inflation often remains below target with weak wage growth, and the medium-term outlook still disappoints in many parts of the world. China is expected to report faster growth this year for the first time since 2010, easing collateral damage elsewhere. But the IMF warns that China has taken on high debts to rev up growth and advised Chinese authorities to continue a recent effort to limit growth in credit. In an indirect reference to the election of President Donald Trump in the United States and Britain's decision to leave the European Union, Obstfeld also warned that growing income inequality within countries has helped fuel political disenchantment and a backlash against globalization. But finance ministers and central bankers from the IMF's 189 member nations will be heartened by the brighter global outlook as they gather this week in Washington for the fund's annual meetings. In a speech last week, Managing Director Christine Lagarde said the IMF is seeing some breakthrough for the world economy. Investors have been basking for some time, with the MSCI World Stock Index up 15% this year. But Lagarde warned that a strengthening recovery may be masking more troubling trends, such as an increase in political polarization brought about by inequality. The specter of trade wars also remains, though they may be less of a danger than at recent global economic summits. The same week as the IMF meetings, negotiators from the US, Mexico and Canada will meet less than 5 miles away for the fourth round of increasingly tense talks to overhaul the North American Free Trade Agreement.